The Epitaph is my favorite secondary and by far my most used, clearly. To outline why I think you need to get this weapon right now though, we must cover some recent update notes. Digital Extremes has just released a preview of the patch notes for the upcoming Echoes of Duviri update, and within it has included some pretty potent status effect buffs. First up with Puncture, while they have buffed the weaken effect that it already had, allowing you to hit the max weaken quicker, it really isn't all that useful still. Far more interesting is the addition of a new effect, that being an increase in the critical chance threshold on afflicted enemies by 5% per stack, topping off at 25% at 5 stacks, which is also the new cap. This is additive after mods. Yes, after mods, which means you can give weapons with little to no crit chance at least a decent amount. Even though this does not apply to abilities nor AoE effects, this is still very strong and makes weapons that deal innate puncture just do more damage. Following that was a tiny buff to impact, which although still pretty is fine, I guess. Finally, and what really has me excited, is the buff that Cold got, which is just absolutely insane. Similar to Puncture, they buffed the slow effect on Cold from an accidental 75% to a high 90%, while also increasing Cold's caps to 9. Again, mirroring Puncture, it gained an entirely new effect as well, that being an increase in critical damage by up to 50% that is also additive after mods. Wow. Seriously, this might be one of the biggest buffs that we've gotten for a single item in a long time. Crit damage is an incredibly hard stat to find, and now that we can apply it soon through Cold, you'll come to see just how powerful this is. This also does not have the subtext stating that it won't work on abilities or AoE damage that Puncture did, so if assuming it does, it will be very interesting to see how this works on frames like Protea or Gyre, whose abilities can crit. Coming back to why this video is on the Epitaph though, Viral is still one of the best priming status effects, and Cold just happens to be a part of Viral, meaning that you'd have to make a choice on lots of weapons on which buff you'd like. Not on the Epitaph though. Epitaph is not only an AoE weapon with innate blast and a 50% status chance, it also has forced cold procs, which, do I need to say why that's so good? With the right build, such as this one, you get the benefits of Viral's damage multiplier, Radiation's crowd control, Blast status doing nothing but helps for condition overload, alongside the crit damage buff that Cold now gives, and it's slow, which will proc every time. If you also direct hit enemies with the quick shot, you get a split of the IPS stats, meaning the Epitaph can tap into both of these buffs amongst every other good status. As mentioned earlier, the bonus crit damage on Cold may possibly carry over to abilities, like Protea's Blaze Turret, that do crit, yet don't have any sort of multiplier. Something else also common with Epitaph is its use as a heat inherit primer for set abilities, as its fast fire rate and AoE nature makes it perfect for those cases. This has the potential to be absolutely massive for Protea, so keep an eye out on the channel as I've been wanting to cover her recently, and this would be a perfect reason to do so. But that's all for me for today. Just wanted to get this out there and let y'all know just how powerful this gun is and just how much better it's gonna get, so definitely pick this up before the update. A massive thank you to all of my patrons and YouTube supporters. If you'd like to consider supporting, the link is in the description down below. Thank you to Board Platypus, The Mad Monk, Scotty Nose, Young Mung, Bad Robot, Jade Rabbit, Shrike, Sage, Pretend, Sadu, Rave, Calamity, Intellectual, Nessie, SOS, Nova, Megalodon, Boxy, Heath, Corrupt, TMBH, and Devensig. Again, as always, thank you guys so much. Your support is immeasurably helpful. But that's all for me today. I hope this video was informative and helped you, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace!